Hey Madison, yeah, San Joaquin Valley was one of the first regions in California to go under that mandatory stay-at-home order 3 weeks ago. But during that time, which included Thanksgiving, ICU numbers and hospitalization numbers have drastically increased, and officials don't think that the order that has been extended today will end anytime soon.
We've hit a number of negative benchmarks.
These numbers are the worst San Joaquin County has seen in terms of hospital and ICU capacity.
We've seen, the most number of deaths in a single day. We've seen the most number of COVID positive patients across all 7 hospitals.
Today, San Joaquin's ICU bed capacity stands at 155%, which is 10% up from just yesterday, with around 345 COVID positive patients across all 7 hospitals. And in the last 24 hours alone, 7 people have died in the county from COVID.
It is a very deadly virus, and people are dying in our community and across the state.
But a bit of hope was delivered this morning, with 39 medical personnel arriving from the Department of Defense to help 2 San Joaquin County hospitals, Dameron Hospital in Stockton and Adventist Health Lodi Memorial.
Them arriving today means it's a little ray of hope for all of us in the county.
The stay-at-home order will continue to be in place until ICU capacity projections are above or equal to 15%. Right now, they stand at 0, with future projections looking equally grim.
We essentially are projecting that the ICU capacity is not improving in Southern California and San Joaquin Valley, and that demand will continue to exceed capacity.
If it keeps up with the state's current data on the 15%, then it would probably be for several weeks.
And with holidays, health officials are preparing for COVID cases to get even worse.
We know that as after last Thanksgiving and after Christmas, that we anticipate there to be quite a big surge of COVID patients coming through our doors.
But with the vaccine on the way, there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
I think people just have to hang in there for a couple more months. We just have to persevere and get through this so that we can all survive.
Now, I know that is a lot of grim news, but the good news is, along with the distribution of the vaccine, is that those 39 medical personnel from the Department of Defense arrived at 2 hospitals today in San Joaquin County, including Adventist Health Lodi Memorial, which is where we are right now, which will help add hospital staffing and a little bit of relief for these hard-worked frontline healthcare workers.
Andy, and I want to ask you about the morale of those frontline workers right now. Of course, we heard from some of them in your story, but what would you say their biggest need is right now for support?
Yeah, Madison, that is a great question. I know with the Department of Defense arriving, that is going to be helping a lot with the hospital staffing. I think a lot of them are just incredibly overworked because they have been dealing with this COVID pandemic for it's coming up on a year now that they've been so hardworking and been here on the front lines. So I would say the morale is a little bit better with that little bit of relief, but it is still a light at the end of the tunnel with that vaccine, but we just have to get through those last couple of months.
Andy, thank you. Live for us in San Joaquin County tonight.